In the race between the West and the Soviet Union towards supersonic passenger air travel, Russia managed to produce the Tu-144. Similar to the Concorde, operated for many years behind the Iron Curtain. But where exactly did it fly? And why it never became a success like Concorde? The Tupolev Tu-144 was first flown in 1968, and had the record as the world's first commercial supersonic passenger jet. Operating 3 months before the Concorde, it was designed, not only as an answer to the Concorde, but designed to link several major cities in the USSR. As the region was so vast, a supersonic transport for government officials made sense. 16 commercial-ready Tu-144 would go on to operate 102 flights, however, only 55 would carry passengers. Tu-144 made its entry into service on 26 December 1975, by flying mail and freight between Moscow, Russia, and Almaty, Kazakhstan. The crew used this time to practice the operation of the aircraft in preparation to fly passengers. After almost 2 years of test cargo flights, the USSR gave its type rating on 29 October 1977. National airline Aeroflot began passenger flights the very next month. In May 1978, a brand new Tu-144 crashed, killing both pilots. The last trip with passengers took place in June 1978, and the plane would never fly passenger services again. It did, however, fly more cargo flights. Aeroflot would continue some flights to Almaty, and also open a route to Khabarovsk in Far East Russia. The plane annex production was officially cancelled on the 1st of July 1983. There were several design flaws with the aircraft that made it unpleasant, if not downright awful, to fly on board. For one, there was very little in the way of sound isolation. It was so loud that passengers reported that they had to pass handwritten notes to each other to have a conversation. The noise got far worse, as the afterburners had to operate the entire route, not just at the start, like the Concorde. Additionally, there were so many faults with the aircraft, that Aeroflot cancelled many scheduled services at the last minute. According to records, during 102 flights, and 181 hours of freight and passenger flight time, Tu-144s suffered more than 226 failures. 80 of them in flight. These faults made Aeroflot unconfident in the aircraft, that, despite having 8 airframes at their disposal, they only ever put passengers on the route to Kazakhstan. However, the lack of confidence in the aircraft meant that these flights weren't even full, with Aeroflot restricting the passengers to only 50, despite the aircraft's ability to accommodate 140 passengers. 11 in first class, and 129 in economy. After being phased out of passengers' usage, one Tu-144 was bought by the US government for use NASA. Thus the Tu-144 would go on to fly in the United States, although it could not carry any passengers. After the end of the program in 1999, some individuals tried to buy Tu-144 to operate over the Atlantic. Despite having the money, the Russian government was reluctant to release the spare parts for the military-grade engines. If given the chance, would you have flown on the Tu-144? Let us know in the comments.